We are live on Foxley. This is night one of the Downer World Cup Nines. It's the second game in the women's draw right now. Australia versus New Zealand. And one of the real features in the past of the Auckland Nines at club level over at Eden Park in Auckland was, of course, these three matches between the Kiwi Ferns and the Jillaroos. And, well, this promises to be an absorbing encounter in lots of ways, and the contact, Braith, is usually as big as anything you see in the men's game.
It sure was, and the earlier game we saw between England and Papua New Guinea with the women's was physical, it was fast, we saw some incredible contact, and it was a great battle. I expect nothing different here. We know the rivalry between these two nations, and the Kiwi Ferns travel here to Bankwest Stadium to try and, well, maybe upset the Australian team.
Holly Wheeler is with us once again for this one, and I know you'd love to be out there, Holly, but this promises to be a classic, doesn't it?
Oh, I can't wait. But, like, as for being out there, it's too much running for me. I think I'll leave that to the quick outside backs.
Well, there's some speed to burn as well. Jess Surges, of course, for the Australian team, has taken out all the awards in the postseason. Dally M Women's Player of the Year, the RLPA Women's Player of the Year as well. She is a real speedster. Ali Brigginshaw, of course, running the show in the middle of the field for the Australians. And a successful season playing with the Brisbane Broncos, two-time champions now in the NRLW. Isabel Kelly out there as well. Sydney Rooster, who was injured in that semi-final, or rather the second last game of the season, I guess, in the women's comp. Before the Roosters advance, or the Dragons advance to take on the Broncos. We're underway. Australia versus New Zealand, the second women's game here tonight in the World Cup Nines, and it is the green and gold in possession as they work it forward. McGregor will play it here, just short of the 40-metre line. They come out to Brigginshaw, who shows a dummy, and they're away and running straight away. Tungai down the sideline, puts a kick in, backing up on the inside. Keely Davis, that's how you start it. A bonus zone try off a room service bounce.
Oh, this is a great start, and it was the captain, Brigginshaw, who started it. Beautiful work, dummying goes through the line and finds Tungai, plenty of speed. What about the skill? What about the kick? And backing up through the middle of the ruck, the little number 9 Davis scores one of the best tries we've seen this evening.
Oh, just the spatial awareness there of Ali Brigginshaw to put them away down that left-hand side of the field, and the kick from Tungai, it's set up. You can't kick it any better than that, Holly.
No, you can't, and that's just, you know, Shaq goes to another level in these big games, and you'll see plenty more of that from her.
Kickoff goes down to the Kiwi Ferns, who juggle it, see if they can respond from their own end. But what a way to kick off this match. They go the length of the field, and they'll play it here from just outside their own 20. Over this right-hand side, plenty of room there, not much line speed on the left edge from the Australians. Crystal Tamarua will play it eventually, just 5 short of the halfway line. Come back towards the middle, a pass over the shoulder, knock on is the call. Maybe a tough one there against the Kiwi Ferns, and here come the Australians once again.
Yeah, not the best pass there to Leotoa, but it did seem to go backwards out of the hands. But Australia with another great opportunity here. Possession is king. We've seen that throughout this tournament. Let's see if Australia can capitalise.
But here, just inside the 40. Slow play the ball, but now they're off and running. And look at downfield for Akira Dibb. Big and rangy, 25 metres out from the New Zealand line. Numbers down this right-hand side, and Brigginshaw again. She has it on a string. Penatani will score.
Yeah, this is superb work here from Brigginshaw. What a captain's knock it has been so early on. Great vision. She came from the left-hand side, swung to the right, saw a 3-on-2. Dummy to Surges, goes through the line. Penatani too quick in open space, but it was all, again, the captain just weaving her magic. Supreme performance, beautiful pass, and a great finish.
Some real athletes on that right-hand side for the Australians, aren't they? Penatani and Surges lining up off the back The ball playing Valley Brigginshaw. Get us back underway for the moment. Let's get down to Lara Pitt speaking with Ryan Pappenhausen.
Ryan Pappenhausen capping off a special year for yourself this weekend. Tell us the emotions of finally pulling on the green and gold after being named for this tournament.
Oh yeah, just walking over here was pretty crazy. I haven't been in the stadium yet, and we walked down along the sideline and all the fans calling out my name. It's pretty special, but yeah, I just want to get the win tonight and then come in tomorrow and hopefully can finish the job there.
All right, well, Gutho's given the game plan away, said get it to Paps and Ponga and let you guys run away with it. Is that fair?
Well, if he gives it to me, I'll be giving it to Ponga. So no, we've got so many talented players on this side, so it's past anyone really, and there's going to be an opportunity. So I'll just be hanging around the ball and making sure that if the opportunity presents itself, I can finish it off.
Good luck.
Can't wait to see him in action in the green and gold. That match following this one, Australia versus New Zealand once again. Pool A match, the top two teams in that pool going through, and Brigginshaw almost creating something again there for the Australians. Just couldn't reach out to put it down and lost it in the tackle on top of the Kiwi Ferns line.
Good shot.
Midway through this opening half, it has been fast-paced, 9 points to 0. New Zealand just trying to get themselves into the contest here, but no field position to speak of at all. And a defence like that from the Australians, Julia Robinson, just monstering the ball carrier there. Meters are coming pretty tough for the Kiwis right here. A ball back on the inside. Nice hands there from Georgia Hale. They kept it alive. Eventually they'll play it almost back at the halfway line. The kick out wide. Not wide enough though, because Penatani is there to come up with it. The right idea, but the execution was lacking.
He didn't quite get the kick long enough there, Porco. It was a better set of 6 from New Zealand. They definitely tested the Aussies out, but in the end, just couldn't come up with the right play. And again, in good field position here, Australia. So very dangerous here. Defence needs to hold up for the Ferns.
They've been camped at this end of the field. Robinson goes wide through Kezi Apps. Turn it back through the middle. Here eventually. Chance on this left-hand side once again. Robinson was there. Comes our way there to Tundai once again, who was such an athlete with so much speed, but the pass was forward and a changeover, and the Aussies just can't find their way to the line once again after opening with a burst of tries.
And New Zealand would be really tired at the moment because the possession has been quite dominated by the Australian team. They're just going to be a little bit patient here and build some pressure. Great pass.
Here's a chance. Kiwis almost away. Poco here, chopped down just beyond the 40. Looking for a quick play, the ball to try and catch the Australians out on that right-hand side. Kezi Apps, they're working defensively with Penatani. Did well. They just maintained their spacing and then driving in.
That was nice.
McGregor.
Corbin, great shot.
Saw a chance there to drive in and really effect a terrific tackle. Ball knocked down there by Keely Davis.
It's
and
unlucky
it might
again.
well be, I'm going to say knock on by the Kiwi Ferns. I'm sure Davis got a hand to that.
I was sure too. They tried to offload the ball here, and Davis, there it is. Could have went either way.
A tough one. Can't take a break at the moment. It's 2 minutes remaining before half-time, and the Australians leading this 9 points to 0. They have a square there at marker, the Kiwi Ferns. Quick tap taken. Davis is away. She said Surges in motion. Watch her go. A big fend. She takes so much stopping. She is the complete package on the edge for the Jillaroos. Billy Davis comes back to Kezi Apps, who keeps it going. A charge through Hannah Southwell.
Need to get the ball left.
They will keep it going to the left-hand side. Ben Welsh.
Good defence.
Robert up well there, scrambling defence on their own line by the New Zealanders. Davis will double pump, touch there, stay alive, a come again, and McGregor dives in. Try number 3 for the Australians.
There's just too much pressure here from Australia. They're too big, powerful. In a nice little offload, the space presented itself on the right-hand side because the defence of New Zealand had to get over to that left quickly. Nice little pass. Corbin McGregor come up with a big shot in defence. Now she scores a try. They've just had too much possession, haven't they?
Yeah, no, they have, and you know, they're making those clinical decisions well, and they're obviously being patient with the ball, and I think New Zealand need to do that. You know, they're not making the most of their opportunities or trying to force a sort of pass or make it happen, where yeah, the Jillaroos are just letting it happen, letting it flow.
Well, Briginshaw wants to keep the pressure on. She goes long off the restart. It's a familiar role here for New Zealand, trying to work it away from deep inside their own territory. They've done well here, though. Crystal Tamarua, Fenn there, staying alive. It's powerful. She brings it all the way back to beyond the 40 with just over 10 seconds remaining. Maybe one more play right here. There's some numbers out there if they can keep it going, but they can't.
They need to go left again.
They will get one more play in. They see McGregor, fires it out to that left-hand side. Oh, the pass was forward. They've made a few errors. Hirame Smiler there with the pass, the captain. It's 15 points to nil at the break. The Australians well in control here in the second of the women's game at the World Cup Nines from Bankwest Stadium.
Show him, Andy. Show Gat Andy.
Hey? And then you'll pick up. Welcome back to Fox League, Rugby League in October. You bet, right here at Bankwest Stadium. And it's Australia versus New Zealand in round number 1 of the World Nines. The Jillaroos going through their halftime speech. Gee, they're playing well. Tell you who's been busy this week, the man in the blue shirt over there. Bulldogs fans, you'd know him, Jamie Feeney. Played plenty of clubs for the great club. This week, his wife Shannon gave birth to twins, Willem and Hugo. He's been relieved of some duties throughout the week, but he's here on game night, and all things going well, was it? Kids will be coming home from hospital tomorrow morning.
Oh, that is great news. What a week for Jamie Feeney.
Wow, Jimmy, I played with Jimmy at the Bulldogs. He's an absolute champion. Congratulations to him. And his beautiful partner, twins. He's got his hands full. Not much sleep for Jimmy the next few nights.
Can't imagine so. Not for some time, in fact. Not just for a couple of nights, as you well know.
Give it 6 months, mate.
Maybe even a bit longer than that. Ali Briginshaw. She is conducting this team so beautifully at the moment. Australia leading the Kiwi Ferns here 15 points to nil. Their first meeting here at the World Cup Nines this weekend. They'll be in action again tomorrow. The top 2 teams in the women's pool, they will advance to play the final of this one. So a little possession in the opening half, completed just 1 of 5 sets of 5 tackles that they had in that opening 9 minutes. They do a lot better than that. They certainly have some skill and some speed right here. A chance on this left-hand side. Racine McGregor going a long way downfield. Will play in here just outside the 20. Hands through the middle of the field. It goes to Nita Maynard, who comes back to the left-hand side. Abby Nichols chopped down there, and a good tackle by Penatani. One more play here. Hirame Smiler trying to reach out, planted it down short of the line.
Yeah, so close. Much better set there from New Zealand Ferns. Probably their best of the game. Hirame Smiler just couldn't get their foot just went in the touch. I'm not sure if she gets the ball over the line or not, but the touch judge put his flag up. Good call.
Can't give her anything. She'll, score that any day of the week.
Good defence again there from Tiana Penatani, who's quite the game herself. A try scorer in an opening half for the Australians. Ball comes away here from Kezi Apps. It'll be a penalty. The Aussies get the easy way out of their own end.
Yeah, they've had the run of the green. There's no doubt about that. The Aussies, they've been fantastic when they've had the ball and they've taken their opportunities. And again, this is one that presents itself for them.
Shaped up as the team to beat in this tournament. And they've certainly lived up to the advanced billing of what we've seen so far here tonight. Ely Davis again out of dummy half. Brigginshaw, little step and then hands it off back on the inside. Isabel Kelly, and that knee issue in the game between the Roosters and the Dragons before the grand final. Apps so strong, such a height advantage as well against most of the players she comes up against. Takes it inside the 30. More plays here remaining in this set. Brigginshaw sees some space in behind them, kicks for herself and scores a bonus try as well. A heads-up play by Ali Brigginshaw. What a star she is.
Oh, she's a superstar. This is a masterclass from Brigginshaw, the best player on the field by a country mile. She spots there is no fullback. They are out of position. She takes that opportunity. That's a sign of a great player. What a dominant performance this has been from the captain, leading from the front. Unbelievable.
He adds the extra 2 from right in front on the conversion as well. It's a 7-point play by Ali Brigginshaw. It's imposing now, Holly, at 22 points to 0. That was hard to see coming into this game, a scoreline like that.
No, of course not. No faith in the girls.
Not surprised, Holly.
No, not at all. And they've not even hit second gear yet. Just wait.
Oh, kick off here. They've done well to keep it in play there. The Kiwi Ferns, Crystal Tamarua, tripping along the sideline there, managed to keep it in play without touching the sideline, but there's a touch there by the Aussies, and instead it'll be a set of 6 here for New Zealand. Work it, shift from inside their own territory. Nice ball there from front of Moala. They bring it up towards the halfway line. Come back towards the middle. Here's a chance. Crisp handling here. We haven't seen too much of it from the Kiwi Ferns to this point of the game, but they look sharp suddenly in this set. Georgia Hale coming to this left edge, linking up there with Takarangi, and now strong tackle there over the top. It was Hannah Southwell. Rugged defence. Anita Maynard.
Good pass.
Ball back on the inside. Madison Bartlett's away, tracked down there by Isabel Kelly. Some desperate defence. Effective as well. One more play. Not too many numbers on that right-hand side. They go that way anyway. Racine McGregor does well. Little in and away. Or was it Adaway to Paya? She gets the whistle, and it is their first points of the night.
Yeah, beautiful work here from the Kiwi Ferns. That pass was an absolute ripper there from Poko, who gives some space on the outside. And she certainly took it. Didn't have much to work with there, Holly, did she? But she got the ball down in time.
Yeah, no, it was a great finish. Yeah, the defence came scrambling, but it was just too little too late.
Tapia, what a finish.
Did well. Plenty of work to do. Surplus of numbers there for the Australians on that left-hand side defensively. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining. Still a long way back for the Kiwi Ferns, but they want to try and rack up as many points as they can here, and no surprise, they go short. It comes down to Tiana Penatani, who does well to reel it in under pressure. Ooh. And then she gets taken to the ground pretty heavily as well.
No thanks.
Hayatoa there, making a strong tackle inside the sheds. Might have caught his breath by this stage. Mal Meninga, who was out of breath a moment ago when he was talking to Lara Pitt outside the stadium. Power walking his way to Bankwest, he was, Big Mal. And the Aussies not too far away from hitting the field. And there is Benji Marshall, along with Stacey Jones, two Kiwi legends right there, watching the New Zealanders warm up underneath here at Bankwest Stadium. Julia Robinson losing the ball there. It was building nicely for the Jillaroos.
They've been impressed with Dib. Oh, she's been fantastic, went on the field, and great little off lay, good footwork through the middle of the field.
Yeah,
creating some space, Holly.
Yeah, she's definitely a ball runner, and I think she's got a bit of a touch background, so, you know, coming into the Niner side, yeah, probably fits her style of play very well.
Nice run by Harima Smile, the captain, who got a penalty as well. Quick tap and go. He works it forward down the middle of the field to be stopped there by Millie Boyle. Over the right-hand side. Right, Toa again. They're off. Coming in. Terrific tackle by Shakaya Tungai. Can run with the ball and she can also crunch them in defence as well. Happy Nichols. Brigginshaw matching her.
It's everywhere.
Chops her down a metre out from the line. They try and go from dummy half. Jules Newman will be held up though.
Look who's there.
Brigginshaw once again.
She's a machine, Holly.
Yeah, she's in a class of her own. She's a phenomenal person and an incredible player. Yeah, doesn't surprise me at all that she's the one underneath.
I don't know if she's had a break as well. I don't think she's played the full, track to play the full 18 minutes of the game here, which you don't see all that often. Here's a chance out wide again to Pyle. Well, this time there's no way through. They came in numbers to get her.
Yeah, it was, she wasn't going to score 2 tries there, was she, Holly? Good defence there from the Aussies on the left-hand side.
Yeah, definitely. The scramble was there, and Julia backed herself there, and then Shaq came in with the second effort and put her over the sideline.
Here she is, carrying the ball. Shaq Tungai will play it just inside the Australians' 20. Just over a minute to go here in the game. 4 tries to 1. The Aussies well on top on the very first set. They scored one of the tries of the tournament, whether it's the men's or the women's game. You won't see much better than what they supplied through Shakaya Tungai and Keely Davis, who was off the back of it. The nice bounce to score underneath the uprights to get the Aussies off and running. They haven't looked back since. This organisation through the middle of the field here. Crystal Tamarua will play it. 25 out on the Australian line. Georgia Hale came left and heads back to the right-hand side. Maynard hands it off. Kessie Apps, though, filling some gaps through that middle of the field, though. And there's just over 30 seconds remaining. Can the Kiwi Ferns add another try? The one scored going to go by to Pyle. Maybe an obstruction play there. Play on is the call from the referees. Maynard staying alive, getting an offload away. Herima Smiler, they come out to this left edge, and Jules Newman this time will get across the line.
Yeah, good work here. They haven't given up, the Kiwi Ferns. They've fought to the very end, and good work to score in this left-hand corner. Just finding an offload. Nice power, second phase play out the back. And just nice way to finish for Newman to score a try before the siren.
A little too late for the Kiwi Ferns, who perhaps saved their best for the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. She was happy, Jules. Why wouldn't you be? Scoring here at Bankwest Stadium. The Downhill World Cup 9s. Conversion to be taken here by Happy Nichols, who'll bring it back. Tough one from out wide as well. Feel of the turf there. Hooks across and goes underneath the black dot. It'll stay at 22 points to wait at full time. Australia over New Zealand, and that's what we have coming up next. It's the men's turn here at Bankwest Stadium. The Aussies and the Kiwis is next, live on Fox League.